If you're not sure, here we go. So this whole thing is going to move it up 1, right? So that's a vertical shift up 1. This is a phase shift, and it means that I'm going to move my whole graph where? This one right here. Because it's a positive pi over 2, it really means go left pi over 2. Good. Then you graph this just like you have been. So I do 2 pi over 4 to find my period. So that's really pi over 2. I'm looking at my graph. Okay, so they have pi over 2 here. That would be 1 full cycle, which means I'd have to have 4 little points in here. So if you want to use their scale, it's a little tight. It's totally doable. It's up to you. If you don't want to use their scale, that's okay too. I'm going to use theirs because I just have to fit the 4 little ones in there, so it's not so bad. So halfway between 0 and pi over 4 would be pi over 8. And then that one is, what's that? Pi over, is it 3 pi over 4? No, 3 pi over 8. Did someone already do this? Because you'd have, I'll just do the math. Pi over 4 plus pi over 2 is really 2 pi over 4. So that's 3 pi over 4, but then times a half. So yes, 3 pi over 8. Okay, so there's my 4 little points. 2 cosine. So I'm going to start at positive 2. Down to negative 2. Up to positive 2. Okay, so then I just repeat that process. And okay, so my original cosine curve, if I kept their scale, looks like this. Except I'm here.
If you changed your scale, it would look different, right?
Yeah, it'll be, that's fine. That would be here. Okay, so everybody has a graph that they like? Good. And then I'm going to move everything up 1 box and to the left pi over 2. Now, my scale, pi over 2, is 2 full boxes. You look at your scale. I don't know what pi over 2 is on your scale. Look at it. Maybe it's 2 whole boxes. Maybe, I don't know. Depends on how you set it up. So what I need to do is I need to move every box up 1 and left pi over 2. Check this. If I take this one and I move it up 1 and then left pi over 2, left pi over 2 would be 2 boxes. So I have to go up 1 over 2 boxes. This point now goes up 1 over 2 boxes. Up 1 over 2 boxes. This one, up 1 over 2 boxes. Oh wait, I must, up 1 over 2 boxes. Up 1 over 2. Up 1 over 2. Up 1 over 2. Oops. Yeah. Sure. The shift one still. So in other words, see how mine really looks like the whole graph I just moved up one? It looks like I didn't even move it to the left or right. But the shift left or right is the same thing as the period. You just did it from one hump to another hump. Pipe cleaners? Oh my gosh, that's what I need. Not that I would have pipe cleaners randomly, but yeah. Oh my gosh. I need pipe cleaners. Could I find pipe cleaners? Think. I find pipe cleaners in this school. Buzz? You friendly with her?
Yeah.
Would you go after her, like 4 pipe cleaners?
Sure.
Tell her that I'm very sorry to interrupt you, but I really need them. Oh my gosh. Think of this before. Pipe cleaners, of course. Friends. Popsicle sticks. There's a type things to be there. You're just waiting. Prepared to dazzle. The test or this should be I'll wait for Kaylee. Let's try 6. Oh, I forgot I was recording. What's this do? So the vertical shift of -1, down 1. Because the negative pi over 6 really means right pi over 6. Oh, like you all know how. So the period pi over 2, so it's just change the scale. Their scale is perfect. They've got a pi and that's so we're gonna graph what's in half. This is a cosine. Go half to 0. There it is. There. And then just continue with your pattern. Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. So you have. Let's do this without too bad. Oh yeah. Now we're done. Oh my gosh. Those. Okay. Let's say you had some curve and 2 or pi, whatever it was. What was in the last one? Who cares? Pi, right? If I had and move it 2 pi, all that's going to happen is that the hump's up in. So even though I picked it up and moved it, if the shift is the same as the period, doesn't it look like the same squiggle on top of itself? That's what I've been trying to say for. So if 4 pi, if the period's 2 pi, and just 2 humps over, it's still all gonna line up. Making my screws. So it's the same as the period. It's just going to be the same curve right on top of itself. You get what I'm saying? up again. Okay. See that? Bloop. I did. It looks the same. Now a vertical shift that's going to be different. That's the last in number 4. Did have to move it to the left, but it's the same as the period. I had my graph, right? I had my squiggles. So what I had to do was I had to move it to the left period, which just did this, right? So it still just looks 1 unit. So it's the same graph, just up 1. Does that make sense? Okay. Oh, I have to make some better ones. Oh, yeah. Hey, so now we're on 6. And what do we have? Oh, we figured out, oh yeah, we have our first curve. Finish out. There, no. All right, now we run snag, don't we? I don't see pi over 6. I have to move this thing 5 or 6 units to the right and easy. How am I going to do the pi over 6 part? Put it in the calculator. You can put on think cap and think. So that's what I first say. Our pi is 4 boxes. So here's a proportion if you wanted. 4 boxes pi. How many boxes is pi over 6? And then you just solve that proportion, right? One sixth of 4. So 4. Yeah. 4 thirds. I'm just moving a third of a box. Oh. You get that 4 boxes is pi. I need 1/6. So I need 1/6 of 4. Don't do this. Just 1/6 of 4. The 4. Not just 4/6? Or 2/3. 2/3 of a box. Yeah, 2/3 of a box. So everyone move it down 1 2/3 of a box. That's all. I take the first 1 to the right 2/3. So about. I'll leave it up to you. So if okay, so down 1/3, down. Is this right? You feel a little bit better? Here's what we have to do. On the back, do like I did here. So, little plus lines, right? On the little raggy, the origin, and then you can just slide your paper underneath. Just I'm done yet. So I will, once I'm done, have this, so then you can really quick if you did it right or not. I am going to I can